What is up, everybody? And welcome to my Impact Wrestling review. I am a little late on, last week's review and everything, but I'm also come back for this week as we continue the show. Tonight's main event will be Austin Aries versus Eddie Edwards for the World Championship, the Impact World Championship. But we kicked off the show with a brawl, really, between LAX and the OGs. Pretty much Santana, Ortiz, and Hernandez and Homicide brawling all over the Rebel complex as they pretty much was using weapons, hangers, throwing each other across I think about a rope barricade or something, till they start kind of fighting up the stairwell. Then some security guards tried to come and break it up, but I know Hernandez grabbed one of these guys and threw him against the wall, hit him with a border toss, knocking him silly, which really looked kind of painful, I will say that. Especially, I thought he was going to throw him all the way down the stairs at one point, but he threw him on the wall down the stairs. So, still looks painful, but as LAX and, LAX and Homicide brawl, they were able to break it up then as they just kind of...
no timer set.
As they kind of stopped then after that, but as the brawl pretty much ended, we then came to Gama Singh, who was already in the ring for the Dusty Hit Squad. Both... pretty much Raju and Gunder Singh were going to go against Bone Soldier, Taiji Ishimori, Bullet Club member, and Petey Williams. I'm going to get into more Taiji Ishimori probably in a later review, especially when it has to do with the G1. I will get to a review of that soon enough. But pretty much they were set for the tag team match after they was attacked last week in their one-on-one match. I guess they were going to tag against the Desi Hit Squad tonight. Pretty much, I think when people started pointing this out about Gama Singh, they said that he is the uncle of Jinder Mahal, if that's true. I'm not sure if that's true it is, but I kind of heard that, so it might be legit, because I didn't know that. But moving on into that, after that, we pretty much had, some Desi Hit Squad versus Petey Williams and Bone Soldier. Pretty good tag team match, I will say that. Ishimori and them got the win with that DDT to the knee thing, which he pretty much won, beating Gunder Singh with. Not a bad tag team match, I will say that. Crowd, Canada, mostly pro Bullet Club, as there was a lot of Too Sweet chants or Bullet Club chants. They pretty much picked up the win right there, so good tag team match, I will say that. To kick off the show, they kind of went back to talking about the... sorry about that. Pretty much after that, then they had a promo by Pentagon Jr. Pentagon Jr. pretty much talked about his opponent tonight, Matt Sydal. Talked about they were both former world champions. That Sydal talks about the universe and the cosmos, but Pentagon is going to take them to his universe, a universe where only pain exists. And he says, if you don't believe that, you can go ask Sami Callihan. As he said, Sydal had tres ojos, 3 eyes. That Pentagon only needs 2 palabras, 2 words, and that is Cierro Medio. So, good Pentagon promo. I know a lot of people complain about the filters, but it wasn't that much of it this time. It's still pretty good. I will say that Pentagon, like I said, the guy Pentagon's just everywhere. The guy's great. Lucha Underground, Impact, whichever show you ever watch him on. The guy is just really great. We'll get into his match later. They also went to Ali and Kiera Hogan, as they pretty much said they were coming after Su Yung, even though Ali was blindsided by Tessa Blanchard and everything. She said she was going to stop Su Yung and prevent her from putting anyone else in a casket, as her and Kiera Hogan said that her time has come, but Ali said that Su Young's time is up. So they're still going to go after them and all the undead brides. Next, Conan, not Conan, I'll have this later, but pretty much as they hyped up Austin Aries and Eddie Edwards. Eddie Edwards, who pretty much goes around acting crazy nowadays, talking about with a kendo stick, saying that, which he was pretty much, he's walking around with a kendo stick. Austin Aries pretty much says, I knew you over 10 years now, you're one of the most level-headed people in this industry, but, that he's a former world champion, a tag team champion, but now I'm not facing that same man. I'm not facing that world-class athlete, as he said. He detects lunacy in him, and that he is unhinged now, Eddie Edwards, and that the old one is not here, but this new one is more unpredictable than the old Eddie Edwards. He's not really worried because he's the world champion for a reason, and he knows how unpredictable this match can be. So Aries said he's going to come out on top. Grado, Joe Hendry, and Katarina were backstage as they were trying to figure out what was going to happen tonight's tag match. I believe it was a tag match, but talking about what the Eli Drake problem is, and that Joe Hendry was going to take care of it next week, and that they were going to take care of the Cult of Lee also. I don't know if that was tonight though, but Hendry said they tried doing him like the bullies did him. They held up Grado's gut and pretty much started patting it, but they were going to take care of Eli Drake next week, and they said they were going to go all eat some macaroni then. Alicia Edwards went against Tessa Blanchard. Wouldn't say much of a squash match, mostly in a way. Alicia did have some offense out there, but Tessa was pretty much able to hit the win, hit the DDT. The announcers kept trying to say that Tessa kind of, her weakness is that her temper will get the best of her and make her lose focus then. But after she won the match, she pretty much said to Allie that you're not fooling anyone, and said since you're going after Su Yung and you want to go after the Knockouts Championship, just know I'm coming after you if you're coming after Su Yung. So that was going to happen, but pretty much not a bad match with both Edwards and Tessa. Scarlett Bordeaux, I hope I'm saying that right, had that Bobo guy from last week as some manslave and carrying all her luggage and everything. So I guess the guy's just sweating all over the place, but I still like what Josh Matthews said about him last week. He said JB has aged horribly, which I thought that was pretty funny though. But pretty much going after that, they went to Matt Sydal as he talked about his third eye and facing Pentagon tonight, and that he's not focused on material things, that he is Namaste, even though he does not have the X Division Championship anymore. He said the wrestling gods have put him against Pentagon Jr. in this spotlight for a reason, and that he has his third eye, which he says third eye a lot. Even though people have been talking about his promos been really good, which they have been really good promos in the past 2 weeks. The third eye thing can, I don't know, just like his catchphrase, I guess. So they just keep going on from that. They played some GWN moment of the week. Didn't really watch that much. It was against Sabin and Petey Williams and Kevin Nash came out and attacked in. So not going from there. KM and Fowler Bauer in the back talking about what all went wrong last week and that Ba didn't cheat or something. And he was trying to translate his words. I guess, because Ba says Ba, 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 Ba. And that KM knows the key to success until Scarlett Bordeaux walked by. And they were both distracted since she was really that hot. So they just didn't know what to do then after that. Next they had this thing. And I swear, I don't know if Impact stole this from Being the Elite. Because it had like a first person view of, the management. And I know one of them, Scott Demore, people said, but it's like we see these two guys and they always just has their hands out saying, I don't know what he's talking about. Like they do that on Being the Elite. It's like they were pretty much talking to Scarlett Bordeaux as she said she was, not being treated well by all the other knockouts in the back, and Demore and them pretty much were kissing her ass and that they were going to give her anything. She should have a talk show, Fantasy Island, but they said it's called the Smoke Show. It's always going to be the Smoke Show. You're going to get it next week. And they said, Demore's like, I don't know why more talent come there and seize the opportunity when they can. It was pretty funny, though, I will say that, from that first-person view. But it's like, hey, you can just tell Impact Management anything, and you'll just, you get what you want. Just go talk to them. Pentagon Jr. went against Matt Sydal, allowed Sierra Medio chant was going on as he said that, and a Lucha chant. Him and Sydal, pretty good match, I will say that. Pentagon was able to pick up the win with the Fear Factor. Really enjoyed it. Next thing you know, Sami Callihan and OVE showed up on the big screen as they were tired of hearing about Pentagon this and Pentagon that, and that the Chris brothers, they need to shave their head. We're all going to be a family. Jake was going to do it since he was the mini draw, as Dave said he wasn't going to do it, as Callahan said you're going to do it, and he told shave your brother's head. Alright, we're going to be a family, as Dave said, don't shave my head. And Jay was crying, which Dave Lilley didn't want to do it, like he didn't care, but Sammy's like, we're gonna look like more and more of a family, okay? So you're gonna shave his head. So I don't believe this Pentagon and Sami Callihan thing is over, as Sami Callihan is more deranged now since his head is shaved, but we'll see where that goes from there. And just to say one thing, I guess, about Pentagon Jr. real quick. I know we all know this, it's coming in about probably 2-3 weeks, but I can't also say that, hey, Pentagon versus Kenny Omega, all in September 1st, people, so watch out for that. LAX came out. You know, we're serious like a late period and everything. And they beat up the OGs. They won the 51-50 street fight, and they were fighting last week. I don't know why they didn't grab their titles last week when they could have got them. But as they were talking about the OGs started showing up in the balcony then. Conan called him a King a glory hole, as there was a large glory hole chant. And, you know, Conan pretty much says, why don't you come out here, and fight. King says, why don't we take this war to the concrete jungle, he says, because you just protected your young puppy bitches and everything. So next week it was going to be a street fight, so, which it pretty much is a street fight. I don't know if they're actually really going to go in the street and fight and not in the ring, or it's just going to be like a legit, we going out to the streets of Canada, I guess, and fighting, or however they're really going to do this. Conan pretty much did the whole LAX catchphrase then, and in the segment somebody threw the Puerto Rican flag at them, as they were pretty much ready for anything. Next, Jimmy Jacobs was cutting a promo from his couch, as he said he was going to bring his whole I'm not a good guy, bad guy thing, as he was going to bring up Congo Kong to Johnny Impact next week. Austin Aries then went against Eddie Edwards. Guy just starts doing snow angels in the ring, and shake his hand or something. I don't know. Eddie Edwards is crazy. The match itself was not bad until probably the finish, since they really try to do this whole unhinged character as much as they can with Eddie Edwards. We're really trying to make him look as crazy as possible, okay? Very crazy, which he is pulling off well. I probably didn't like the finish, though, even though they really edited kind of the end of the match after the ref bump, because Aries was standing on one thing and then the camera like just shot it somewhere else, and he's gonna hit him with the belt, and it was a nut shot and a kendo stick they kept hitting each other with. Eddie was just saying night night to him after he kicked Aries in the balls. Killer Cross came out then and saved Austin Aries, hit him with that Doomsday Saito. Aries hit the Brain Buster for the win, and I don't know, he's like a hired gun now for Aries. Killer Cross. Killer Cross always been going around people putting those X's on him. I don't know where this is going now. Not a fan of the biggest ref bump, and thought they kind of stopped that, but this probably will lead into something. I'm not really sure. I guess Eddie Edwards was the face here, since they're trying to make him into the new hardcore guy around here or something. I don't know where this is going with that. Ever since he beat Tommy Dreamer, because I guess he's a face. I thought he was turning heel, but I guess he's more of a face now when I look at it. I'm gonna assume it's a face, but I don't know where this is going. Like I said, I don't know where Killer Cross plays into this. I see like his bodyguard, because who else will face Austin Aries next for the title? Who really will face Austin Aries next for the title? When I think about it, because what other challengers do you have for him that he has not already faced? I don't even know where, but sorry, I heard something, but we shall see then what his next challenge is. But I just had to get back on an Impact review. I haven't really done one over a week. Please check out the show if you can. Comment, subscribe. You know what I am. You know what I do. You know how it goes. Know what's going down. Stay intact. And we are now done with this review of Impact. I am out of here. I will see you guys later. Peace out.